Hi everybody, it's day 7 of Back to Basics with Touchstone Crystal. I'm Betsey Bishop, and I wanted to start a little mini series within our Back to Basics here in January, all about our 5-part party presentation that is unique to Touchstone Crystal. So I want to talk about the first part of it today, just briefly, because the first part does a number of things. The first thing that it does is it sets us apart from other companies, and it helps to explain who we are in light of who people think we are. So secondly, it gives us a chance to thank the hostess and the guests, and to plant a little bit of a seed in the minds of the guests about why the hostess is offering the party in the first place, offered to invite them in the first place, and maybe a little bit about what the hostess is getting, or what her motivation was for doing the party. But that thank you can take place there. And I think the third thing that it does inherently is it gives us confidence to take the stage. And that's an important thing. You know, it's very easy to go into a party and think, oh, I'm just going to wing it, and it'll be fine, and and I'll share some ideas about how to wear the jewelry, and I'll talk to people individually around the table as they're trying things on. And I understand the desire to do that because it feels a little less intimidating. But the reality is women come into the party really wondering what this is, who we are as a company, what the jewelry is about, what is it made of, and what are some of our best sellers? You know, those are the kinds of questions that women come in inherently wondering about. We don't want to miss that opportunity to share what we have that's special. And by doing this very set presentation, it's not only duplicatable, but it's easier on us mentally, so that we can be focusing on more important things. We're not having to reinvent the wheel every time we go out the door to do a party and think about, gosh, what am I going to say tonight? It's because it's scripted, we can focus on the important things, which is people. So that first part of the presentation is all about comparing and contrasting Touchstone with Swarovski, but also setting the standard of what Swarovski is all about and how special it is to be a part of Swarovski, a division of Swarovski, and what that means to us as a company. And you can share something iconic about Swarovski, maybe Dorothy's ruby red slippers or Michael Jackson's glove. And there are so many things in culture today that are covered in Swarovski, and it'll help to lay groundwork for recognition of how special Swarovski is, and by relationship, how special Touchstone Crystal is. And so it's your 2-minute opportunity to make your case about why they will really value owning some of our pieces of jewelry, and what makes Touchstone special as a company. So I want to encourage you to get to know the 5-part presentation really well. Practice it out loud to your dog, or in the mirror, or to the baby, and get used to hearing it all coming out of your mouth, because that's different from reading it, memorizing it. Saying things is a very different experience. So I want you to practice, even if you're dividing it into 5 sections, practice the first section today. Practice how you're going to say it. Keep it under 2 minutes. We don't want to bore people or belabor anything, but we want to give them some really interesting, fun nuggets about who we are, what our jewelry is all about, and what we have to offer as a company. So that's what the first part is for. All right, and I will talk to you tomorrow about part 2.